This episode begins with Kuro arriving at the North Slope, furious that his plan did not go as planned. Django and the other Black Cat pirates, including Sham and Butchie, are terrified of him. He can't believe his old crew was held back by a bunch of kids. He approaches Django and requests an explanation. Django recalls Kuro's claim that releasing Usopp would cause no problems. Kuro stated that he knew Usopp would try in vain to stop the Black Cat pirates from invading Syrup Village because no one would believe him. But what he didn't anticipate was his crew's weakness. Sham and Butchie were furious at this remark. They remembered Kuro as a ruthless killer, claiming that they were sinking ships and defeating pirate crews while Kuro was enjoying life. They accused him of weakening. They rush up to him, hoping to murder him. Django attempts to warn them, but it is in vain. He vanished before they could hit him, and then reappeared behind them, wearing Cat Claw's gloves. It even surprised Zoro. They tried to attack him again, but he vanished. Django recognized this move as Kuro's trademark Nukiashi technique. He reappeared behind Sham and Butchie, his claw-like knives pointing at them. Even Nami is impressed, as the Nyaban brothers nearly defeated Zoro earlier. This silent technique is so powerful that not even a group of 50 assassins could stop Kuro. Django knew he hadn't lost that attack because he always lifted his glasses to avoid being cut by his Cat Claw's gloves. Despite her wound, Nami was able to stand. Kuro gave his team 5 minutes to assassinate Zoro. Otherwise, he'll slaughter them all. Sham and Butchie rush to Zoro to murder him. Django encourages them to put a stop to him. Nami throws the 2 swords at Zoro. The swordsman was able to capture them. Although irritated that Nami disrespectfully kicks his swords, Zoro thanks her for returning his swords and defeats the Nyaban brothers using the Tiger Trap technique. Kuro is still keeping time. The swordsman's attack surprises Usopp and the Black Cat pirates. Even Django is amazed. Zoro predicted that the former captain would be defeated in under 5 minutes. Kuro is taken aback. Butchie is still awake and begs Django to hypnotize him so that he can become powerful enough to defeat Zoro. Django was successful, and Zoro decided to deal with Butchie before confronting Kuro. Butchie becomes stronger and more savage after being hypnotized. His muscles grew in size. That surprised Zoro, but he quickly regained his composure and resolved to fight him no matter what. In the meantime, Nami goes to wake up Luffy, who is sleeping beneath Bezin Black's figurehead. Django throws his hypnotizing ring towards her. But, she luckily jolted him awake by pressing her foot against his head, and while arguing with Nami about the way she wakes people up, Luffy awoke just in time to stop Django's pendulum from killing Nami with his bare teeth. Nami discovered that Django's pendulum can also be used as a weapon. Although it hurts him slightly, Luffy broke the pendulum with his bare teeth. The Black Cat pirates begin to believe that defeating Luffy and Zoro will be impossible because they appear to be very strong. Nami falls asleep after awakening Luffy. Luffy notices Nami's wound. Nami asks Luffy to fight for the village and her treasure, and Luffy agrees. The pirates flee from Luffy, fearful for their lives. Django then decides to deal with Luffy while Butchie battles Zoro. Kuro declared that his time was up and that he would kill everyone on the North Slope. He is also surprised that Luffy survived the cliff fall because he expected him to die. Kaya arrives just as Kuro is about to kill someone and begs him to stop. Usopp saved her just in time before Kuro slashed her. She told Usopp that she couldn't bear the thought of him getting hurt while defending her. She then approaches Kuro and tells him that he can take her fortune and leave the village alone. Kuro told Kaya that he desires more than her fortune. He wishes for peace. Despite her pleas, he stated that the Black Cat pirates will still attack Syrup Village and kill her. She took a gun from her coat and pointed it at Kuro. She threatens to kill him unless Kuro and the Black Cat pirates leave Gecko Island immediately. Kuro managed to lower her guard by discussing their 3 years together. He also claimed that spending 3 years with her was an insult to his pirate pride. He takes her gun and throws it to the ground. Usopp grabs the gun and attempts to shoot Kuro, but Kuro uses his Nukiashi to reappear behind the liar wearing his Cat Claw's gloves. He attempted to kill him to punish him for punching him, but he was stopped by Luffy, who gave him a Gamu Gamu no pistol, knocking him to the ground. Luffy then swears that it's gonna be a bad day if Kuro despises getting punched that much.